What is up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube? That is right, I'm Chris Smith, and if you are clicking on this video, please stay to the end and hopefully comment and subscribe. Now let's get to this thing right here. We're talking about Agent Carter, Season 2, Episode 1 and 2, apparently. So let's get this thing started. So pretty much Peggy's going to Hollywood. You know, you see posters to discover a case because, you know, somebody needed some backup, Sosa needs some backup, and there she is. She is going to Hollywood. That's a basic premise. I'm not going to spoil too much, so let's get to this thing quickly as possible. Ready? Okay, some good things that I actually liked about this episode is mainly the opening fight scene, right, where Peggy is kind of fighting Dottie, and she's pretty much giving her a change, literally, and then she kind of knocks her out pretty badly. Now that was a pretty well choreographed fight scene and showed that, you know, even though Hayley Atwell is kind of heavier of sorts in certain areas, she can still do. She's very well versed in fighting and whatnot, and it kind of works a lot in this show. Now, also some other things is that even though it is a gimmick that does work. The Hollywood, Peggy Carter going to Hollywood. It has that LA noir type of vibe, you know, that noirish feel, and that works with Carter. Just kind of have like that old school vibe of like season 1, the LA noirish vibe. For season 2, definitely seems like it's better. Also, the pacing seems like it's much more efficient than in season 1. Now, the first season 1 premiere, just 2 hours, and so is this one. It felt a little bit slow, and I felt like it should have just been 1 hour. But for here, this second season, it felt like things were actually starting to pick up a bit more, and the pacing never really slowed down for me particularly. The first episode, I felt like it was more of first episode of this season. I felt like it was more of the fast-paced and setup episode, whereas the second part of it was more of the story thing and kind of furthering everything. Whereas, you know, as I said, setup and then more of the story to further it. Now, for me personally, also some other things, I like the Hayley Atwell is fantastic, and she's a fantastic Peggy Carter. But like after watching like DC thing, I was just like, she would have been a fantastic Wonder Woman. DC like really should have like found her first or something, because I just like she could have been a Wonder Woman. She's badass. She's got them brass balls and whatnot. But yeah, she's fantastic. Her and Jarvis's chemistry back and forth, that's probably one of the best parts of the show, really. Also, I like the Dr. Wills, right? Dr. Wills is the doctor. She kind of interrogates to find a specimen that kind of looks like the thing. Am I wrong? But is this specimen that they're talking about, isn't it kind of like from S.H.I.E.L.D., right? The thing that was in just past season or the season we're still in? You know, they go to other dimensions and whatnot. So I enjoyed that. I like the Dr. Wills and Peggy's relationship, but unfortunately it doesn't really matter because, spoiler alert, he dies. But I don't think he's fully dead, but that's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. Also, some other things that really worked well in this episode was, you know, it feels like Agent Carter finally has found his footing. Kind of starting off a little bit rough in the first season, then it kind of was going on and off. But I feel like now they know what they are. They're a little bit more self-aware, and it never was serious, but now I feel like things are a bit more, you know, on track to doing things. Also for Jack, right? Jack, played by Chad Michael Murray. I enjoyed that we actually got to see a bit more of some scenes from him. You know, we could see, unlike just, you know, on Carter and Jarvis's side, we could see some other characters from the SSR, and I enjoyed that. Him and Kurtwood Smith's, you know, talk in the bar. I thought that was a really well done thing. Also, and this is a spoiler, so brace yourself. At the end of the thing, you know, Whitney and Dr. Wills are kind of fighting over the specimen and whatnot, and then they drop it, and then Whitney kind of absorbs the thing, and Dr. Wills is allegedly dead, and then you kind of see that the specimen is inside of Whitney. Now, what does that mean? Who knows what that means? But it did look like the gas kind of went through Carter, so I'm wondering, did that affect her somehow, or what way? But who knows? But yeah, I enjoyed all those things pretty much, and like I said, it seems like it's found its footing. Some negatives, not many, because I thought this episode was really well done, better than I think season 1's premiere, really. Some negatives is that when Jack is going to interrogate Dottie, right, and he's doing it, he tries to feel like a badass because he says he doesn't need Peggy. So what he does, he uncuffs Dottie, and then he tries to almost attack her, and then she turns the tables on him, literally, and nearly tries to choke him. And then he just seems like the biggest dummy in the world. Like, dude, you trying to act like a badass just because Peggy's not here? You do your job and interrogate her. And they just made him look like a dummy. Kurtwood Smith is also in here, and I thought he was actually pretty good, but I was disappointed. I was very disappointed because he didn't call anybody a dumbass. And if he doesn't call anybody a dumbass, I'm really going to be disappointed. But yeah, also another negative is that they killed Dr. Wills. I thought he was actually real good, and like I said, I enjoyed his relationship with him and Carter. But unfortunately, is he dead? I feel like he may not be, but I feel like most likely he is. But yeah, I feel like they should have killed it off because you know, give Carter some romance, I guess. Also, I don't trust Sosa's girlfriend. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something wrong with her in some way. But that's just my opinion. This is the premiere episode. That is my review of Agent Carter Season 2, Episode 1 and 2, I guess. But there it is. Check it out. Comment, subscribe, like. Hopefully you subscribe. Help me out. Help me get to 200. Please. Signing out.